Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Up the River, Down the Bayou. I'm Eric Richey, and man, it's playoff time, both on the football and volleyball side, and we've got a great show for you on both fronts. For the first time all season, our Farm Bureau Team of the Week is actually Teams of the Week. We went to Hahnville, where we got both Mindy LaBeouf's volleyball team getting ready for state tournament action and Greg Boyne's football team getting ready for the first round of the playoffs on that side. That's just part of the show. We'll also break down the Edie White Vandebilt volleyball matchup in the quarterfinals. Of course, these two rivals met just weeks ago at the end of the regular season in a 5-set war that Vandebilt squeaked out, winning 18-16 in that 5th set. We'll set the stage for the rest of the high school football week 1 playoff brackets and tell you about some of the River Bayou teams that received first round byes. And speaking of that, that's where we go first. Our first guest, we're going to go down the bayou and head down to Houma, Louisiana, where our very first 2-time appearance goes to Jesse Turner, the head coach of Covenant Christian Academy. And oh my goodness, Coach Jesse, we had you on after your win against South Terrebonne. We're talking about, man, you know, you've had good starts before, but you got to finish. Well, I think mission accomplished. A 10-0 regular season. Congratulations, first of all. Welcome to the program. Man, life is good for you.
Yep, man, it is, man. It's such a blessing to finish 10-0. You know, like I told you before we got on air, man, it's just a testament of the hard work the guys have been putting in their locker room, just the attitude and effort that they bring in every day, and the coaching staff working day in and day out with a whole bunch of effort, man. And I'm just a fortunate head coach to kind of to lead these guys, man. But it's been an awesome year, and I'm glad I'm on for 2 times, man, and I appreciate it for sure.
You got it. Our pleasure. It was a joy to talk to you the last time. We talked kind of about your background, your past, and, you know, playing in Nichols and stuff. But, man, we want to talk about this season, this go-around. Let's talk about it, man. 10-0, you know, pick us up from week 2, right? You beat a good South Terrebonne team. That was that crazy week of the hurricane. You played at Nichols on a Sunday. But, man, you've exploded since then. Kind of like, you don't have to go week by week, but just kind of generalize what the key has been for this football team and the reason for all the success this season.
I would definitely have to start with our mentality. Like every week we come in, you know, we feel like we have an opportunity to win and the opportunity to do things that we like to do. You know, a lot of those games, you know, we played Jeanerette. I could definitely go to that one. You know, the talk all week long was about how many athletes they got, how many skill guys they got. They're an undefeated team. So we always like to pick up for what we have. You know what I'm saying? It's not about them. It's not about the opponent, but it's about us. So every week is a challenge for us. Every week is a challenge for us to get better and clean up some of the mistakes we made the previous week. So again, man, it's just you know, I'm working with some great guys. I'm working with a phenomenal team who just humble and just love the work. And that's what it's just been all season. Every week we challenge ourselves to get better. And, you know, it's 10-0, but we definitely got a long way to go.
So a 29-12 win over that previously undefeated Jeanerette team, that catapults you into week 9. I think you took on Centerville with the big win. Sir. And then it was Central Catholic to close out the perfect 10-0 regular season. I bring up Central Catholic because I started this whole interview with, speaking of first-round byes, you know, as the number 3 seed, you received that first-round bye. And you will play the winner of Central Catholic and Lincoln Prep. So that would be a rematch. Tell me a little bit about that Week 10 game against Central Catholic. And obviously, you know, you're just focused on whoever comes out of that game. But, you know, what a matchup that would be for you for your first round game, for actually the second round, but your first playoff game.
Yeah, it's my second year here at Covenant Christian, as you know, man. In the first year, we played Central Catholic, and it was a good one, right? It went down to the wire, a 1-point game. The game finished with an extra point. We missed one. They made one in overtime. And coming in this year, you know, it was a district championship, and no better way to play a district championship but Week 10. So we playing them in Week 10, and we know what type of game it was going to be. It was going to be a hard-fought game. It was going to be physical. And that's what I liked about, you know, us coming victorious in that game, because we won that game kind of different than we won all year. Normally we put a lot of points on the scoreboard. Normally We airing it out a little bit with our quarterback, but this game was just a gutsy win, right? And we knew that was what it's going to take. We kind of got a lot of answers for what type of team we can be, right? And it's just awesome to play those guys. I actually love the environment. I love playing them. I love the excitement around the game. And if we do have to, play them in the round 2 of the playoffs, it'll probably be the same. It's hard to beat a team twice. But again, like I told you before, we challenge ourselves every week. So it's a lot of mistakes that we made on that film that we can correct. And we'll be ready even more next time if that's the case.
Man, it was Heartbreak City last year. We had that game on VSN.
Yeah.
Those the extra points that you missed one, they made one. That was just a wild game. But you challenge your team every week, right? You challenge yourselves every week. You're gonna you go through what you can clean up. But give me your overall philosophy as a head coach when you get to the postseason for you. Is it any different? What do you emphasize to your players? What do you work on in practice? What is different about the playoffs, or is it different for you as a head coach?
Well, it's still a football game. You still got to go through your weekly preparation and make sure you get the things done that you need to get done to prepare for a game. But now it's a little bit more mental, right? You got to make sure we're locked in, make sure we're lining up, make sure we're prepared at all phases of the game. And of course, we can say it's the same, but it's not, because if you lose, you go home. So every mistake that we make is more. It means a little bit more. Every big play we make, it means a little bit more. So we definitely like this week, we're going to clean up some of the things that we've been making mistakes on all year long. Try to get that nipped in the bud before we start playing next week. Also try to heal up a little bit with the nicks and bruises that we do have. Fortunately, we've been on a good side of the injury bug. But again, yes, it's different. We don't want to lose any game. Every game, like I told you, we go and have a challenge on our back. We have been an underdog for a lot of the big games this year. And now we're probably going to be the favorite, being the number 3 team in the state in Division 4. So we just got to make sure we fix and we work on ourselves and clean up some of the errors that we've been making.
I know it's been a minute since we went through some of your star players and guys to really take a look at, but I want you to do it again. And I want you to tell me some of these players that we should be watching in the playoffs, names that college recruiters may be looking at as well.
First, we have to start with our quarterback, Owen Trustclair. He's phenomenal. He like last week, man, he actually put us on the back offensively, carrying the ball a good bit of times, and just doing what he does, just competing at a high level. If we ask him to go on defense, he'll do that, and he'll excel at that as well. Like I told you, he probably got above 8+ sacks this season, as well as over 1,700 yards passing, 24 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. So I expect him just to be on his A game in the playoffs. We also on the offensive side, we have Connor Lally, which is our running back. He's our bell cow. Anytime we like to set the tone, he's the first one that we're going to call on to set that tone, especially offensively. And then we probably got one of the best playmakers in the state, I feel, Jaden Carter.
Yes.
He touched the ball. It's anything can happen. Return game. We've been playing a lot more DB now at the end of the season because everything, like I said, it means a little bit more now. And he's exceptional at that as well. Also, Belly Green, Jahari Carter, those guys on the perimeter as well is really awesome. Carson Hebert, he's our Swiss Army knife. We use him all over: defensive line, linebacker, quarterback, running back, kicker.
I see him. Yes,
so he's awesome to have. I'm a weapon that every coach would probably love to have, and we're fortunate that he's on our roster. So he's awesome. And I definitely offensively, before I finish, I have to speak on the offensive line. Some guys after the game, I asked some questions, and everybody was talking about how good our offensive line was. We always talk about our skilled guys, our weapons, our running back, our quarterback, but our offensive line collectively as a group, man, they have been doing a phenomenal job, and I expect those guys to continue in the playoffs because we know for sure that's where the game is won. So we definitely got to lean on those guys. Defensively, Brendan Champagne is leading us in a lot of statistical categories, so we definitely going to lean on him. Peyton Trustclair, who's my guy, the quarterback's brother. He's one of our captains on both sides of the football. Patrick Williams leading the district in interceptions. Lucas Lally has been, he's been, phenomenal down the last stretch of the season. We look for him to, continue to do that. And it's just so many more. Carson Aber on defense as well. He had a crazy game against Central Cali. We got a collective effort, collective group, man, that, every game you can't pinpoint one person who dictate the game. Is always a team effort, man. And I love that about this team.
No, it's great. Many of those names that you reeled off, we've seen on VSN make key plays. And you're right. You don't know who it's going to be from, from week to week, making those big plays. So I don't know if you check out Go Preps a lot, good friends of ours over at Go Preps. And they put out each week the undefeated team still remaining after week 7, week 8. And there you guys are, CCA, Covenant Christian. And people around the state do the same thing as us. They check out, look at, Lutcher still undefeated, but who's this CCA? So you are making a name for yourself and for your school and your program around the state with what you've accomplished this year. What do you want those people around the state when they do look at, scratch their head and like Covenant Christian, that's in Houma? What do you want them to know? Because this is no fluke. Those names that you just rattled off, collectively, you're right, has done such a good job on both sides of the ball, making big plays in big games. Tell me what you want people to know around the state about the program that you are building at CCA.
Well, firstly, when I talked to you after week 2, I told you about setting the standard, right? And this is the type of standard that we're talking about. And I say this humbly, right? We want to be good as, when we meet as coaches and, off season and things like that. It wasn't just about this year. Obviously, we are where our feet are, and right now we're preparing for the playoffs. But again, we want this program to ring bells when you hear the name. When you hear Covenant Christian, it won't be like, okay, who is Covenant Christian who's still undefeated in week 10? No, it's going to be a standard. It's going to be like, okay, there they go.
Yes.
I'm looking for their name. They're in there. So again, a lot of times when we play, we ain't the biggest. We're not the fastest. We're not the strongest, but again, what you're going to see when you play us or watch us play, you're going to see a hard fighting team who's going to play from whistle to whistle, who's going to play all 4 quarters, and who's going to play together. Again, that's what we preach. That's the standard that we're trying to set here. We're not finished yet. I'm going to be honest, Richie, we want to be, still undefeated after, 5 weeks from now. Right?
That's right.
We want our name to be up there. But again, we got to take it week by week. We got to continue to work, continue to play with each other, play together, and stay humble at the same time. So
we're so excited for you. We love having you on the program, man. We're pulling for you. And again, anything you need our way, you just let us know. We'll come down there and make sure that the state knows about what a great job you and your team and your players and assistants have done this year. Well done.
100%, man. I appreciate you a lot, man. I thank you for all that you do. This is, awesome what you do, man. Just covering, our area and, sports in general, man. I love it for sure.
Well, you got it. It's definitely a labor of love. I can tell you that. Yep. Jesse Turner and Covenant Christian, the number 3 team in the state, Division 4 select, man. First round bye. Good luck. I'll be talking to you for sure before that week 2 game. I guarantee you. Come down, get an interview or something, and get some players on as well. All right. Well, best of luck to you. Thanks again for your time, and best of luck in this playoff run.
Thank you, man.
You got it. Great stuff there from head coach Jesse Turner, man. Again, he's the first guest we've had on a second time here on Up the River, Down the Bayou. Time for us to take a break. We thank our sponsors like H-Worth Elevators and Bayou Granite, South Louisiana Bank, and of course our title sponsor, St. James Parish Hospital. Speaking of sponsors, guess what it's time for next when we return from break? It's the Farm Bureau Team of the Week, and it's Hahnville for both volleyball and football. Let's take a break. Farm Bureau Team of the Week when we return.
Hi, I'm Jacob Rhodes. Welcome to Terrebonne Parish Farm Bureau.
Hi, I'm Celeste Blanchard. We'd like to wish all the teams in the Bayou and River areas best of luck this season.
I'm Brandon Allen with Terrebonne Parish Farm Bureau. We got you covered for all your auto, home, and life insurance needs.
Derek Charpentier here. Remember, Terrebonne Parish Farm Bureau. Real service, real people.
Did you know, St. James Parish Hospital's ER was recently recognized by the American Heart Association for heart attack and stroke care. When minutes count, choose St. James Parish Hospital in Letcher for emergencies. Award-winning quality care close to home.
At South Louisiana Bank, we're great at banking, but we're great at a lot of other stuff too.
Is that a new rod and reel?
Hey, a girl's got a fish.
We care about the community we live in and the people we serve. We're not just like you. We are you.
Are you balling crawfish?
No, just letting them soak.
We're proud to be here and work for the place and the people we love. South Louisiana Bank. It's in the name.
Since 2000, Bayou Granite has grown to be Southeast Louisiana's largest fabricator of stone countertops. From precise laser measurements to state-of-the-art water jet and CNC machines, we can handle your kitchen and bath needs as well as any commercial projects. Let our expert staff design and customize the right material for your home or business. Stop by our new state-of-the-art fabrication facility and showroom today at 9622 East Main Street or call us at 985-637-4911. And don't forget to like us on Facebook.
Hi, I'm Will Sermon from St. Charles St. John Farm Bureau.
And I'm Darius Coleman. And on behalf of our entire staff, we want to wish all the area teams the best of luck this season.
Real service, real people.
Our Farm Bureau Team of the Week ×2. First up, the Hahnville Volleyball team, making its first trip to the state tournament in almost 2 decades. It's presented by Farm Bureau St. Charles, St. John Parish.
Oh, good try right there. Come on, make that choice. Reading here. Go, 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 go. Great ball. Great ball.
Just excitement. I'm excited for this team. And, you know, the kids have worked hard for not just this year, but years leading up to this. Has been a major goal for them. And if it's important to them, obviously it's super important to me. I'm excited for them.
Well, obviously, you know, we've never been here before. We've all been very focused and excited. Like, since the beginning of the season, like, this has been our major goal. We've written on the board in our locker room so many goals. We've kept them up the rest of the whole season. We've talked about it stretching. We've talked about it at lunch at school. You know, it's been our just main focus in the gym and out the gym.
I was excited. Like, in a moment, I was just like, because I got the game-winning kill, so I was just like shocked. It was a sweep. Like, you know, a lot of people underestimate public schools, and this is our first time beating St. Joseph private school in playoffs, so I was also excited for that.
I think another thing that was really fun is realizing after the fact in the celebration how many players from Hahnville that were here at the game, players that lost to St. Joseph's in the semifinals years ago, super excited just about getting that win and also seeing this team progress forward.
I definitely think it's a very big opportunity for our program and us. I think we focused a lot and we pushed a lot and we knew our goals from the beginning of the season, and it just feels really good to accomplish them and to move on to the next step that we've been dreaming of the past 4 years.
The minute you see she reads tip and moves up, you got to take one step and stay deep there.
Well, I think first of all, playing North Shore, they're a very good team. They block very well. They have nice offense. They do a lot of things really well. For us, the key is going to be to maintain like kind of an aggressive approach to serving and also our offense. We're really trying to swing and keep the pace of our court quick.
Being able to stay on a high and being able to, like, the high of us being there and being able to have this opportunity to play and communicating with each other, I think it'll take all of us. We all have to play hard, and all 6 of us on the job, like on the court, we have to do our job. Because I know a lot of people, like, when we play a lot of teams, they think the ball is just coming to me, but I want them to see that I'm not the only hitter on the team and that all of us, like, we're all the reason that we're here.
We've played them before, and we're very excited to play them again. We want them to know about our aggressiveness, our scrappiness. That's what we want to be known as a team.
I want them to know that it's our turn. Like, we're here and we're ready to go all the way.
That's a good ball. Good. If she pushes up, middle back has to push over to take that deep tip. And we know at that point the person opposite diagonally has to make sure pretty much cross court.
I do think this is a really strong team, and I think we've proved that throughout the season. It's not a fluke in that We're number 4 in power points. I think we've played good competition. We fared well against them. These kids have been resilient throughout a difficult schedule, and they're performing at a high level. And every time we play a good team, they're stepping up to the plate and competing. And I think that's why we've made it to where we are. Lifting the ball high out of defense so that we can generate some transition offense. So that's kind of where we're going from here. Want to get a good solid break, come back in groups of 3, and I'll explain each station to you. All right, here we go.
1 on 3, 1, 2, 3, water.
It's hard to beat a team 3 times, especially a really good team like North Shore, so we're going to have to really be aggressive. All right, let's get it.
Late Tigers on 3. 1, 2, 3, late Tigers.
Quick. Good ball. Good catch, too short. Yeah, we playing at a pretty high level, playing physical, playing smart football, protecting the football, doing a good job on both sides of the ball, assignment football. And those are the things that it takes to win, not only in the regular season, but in the playoffs. They know that Hahnville is supposed to be in the playoffs. They know you're supposed to be in contention for a district championship. It's upfield, if anything, shuffle. D-line, try to get to the play, just stay high.
The key for us is just to play how we've been usually playing. I mean, it's a team we played already, we beat them already, but we shouldn't just, lay down because, they probably want another shot at us, but we just got to play the way we've been playing throughout the season and do the same things to win the game.
Well, Calvin Smith is our guy in offense. The whole thing runs through him. Everything we're able to do with the passing game and the play action is because of how he runs the football. Very good up front, senior-laden offensive line. He understands the run game. He studies film. He asks questions. Very high-level football players, a Southeastern commit.
The biggest difference that I think that plays the biggest role is the coaching. We get coached harder. Makes the players want to be pushed to limits that we never thought we could get to. And just makes us want to be better because they tell us every day we got to keep working and keep grinding, not to let up because it's playoff time. We got to make a run.
I'd say it's nice. We're all locked in, especially with losing a few guys. I'd say watching film is getting a lot better, especially for our seniors. This is big. Going deep in the playoffs, being a Hahnville Tigers is great.
Jacob Jeffrey on defense has a kid that hadn't really played a lot of football. He's gotten better every week. He's understanding the game. He fits Coach Scoble's system to a T at free safety. And he's a downhill player. He's physical, always plays with energy, and he's a leader.
H.L. Bourgeois, and we're going to, same last time, just stay under our tones, be basic, just same thing. Nothing changing, it's just same thing.
See it, throw it. Good. Get it out quick.
The weight room. That was the first thing that we came in here. We're a smaller team, and then us, like Coach Boyne, coming and really emphasizing on the weight room for us.
Good Landon Dufresne.
That helping us pushing the line. I would say that's gonna get us where we need to get.
Good spot right there. Good ball. Good. We're familiar with them, but also they're familiar with us. So you can expect some of the same things from when you played them before, but having done this for 24 years, you know that they're going to come out with some new wrinkles and maybe a new look on defense. So we want to prepare for everything. You can forget the first time we played them. And as far as the playoffs as a whole, we want to continue to do what we've been doing: run the football, stop the run, protect the football, and take the football away.
Hi, I'm Will Sermon from St. Charles, St. John Farm Bureau.
And I'm Darius Coleman. And on behalf of our entire staff, we want to wish all the area teams the best of luck this season.
Real service, real people.
Did you know St. James Parish Hospital's ER was recently recognized by the American Heart Association for heart attack and stroke care? When minutes count, choose St. James Parish Hospital in Letcher for emergencies. Award-winning quality care close to home. Local, family-owned H. Worth Elevator Service is the name you should choose when it comes to your commercial or residential elevator needs. We offer elevator installation, repair, and maintenance services. Choose professional elevator contractors in Kenner, licensed and insured. 24/7 emergency services available, warranties available. Backed by over 4 generations of elevator mechanics. Call H. Worth Elevator Service for your elevator needs.
Hi, I'm Blaine Brignac with East and West St. James Farm Bureau. On behalf of all of us, we'd like to wish the players, the coaches, the parents, the cheerleaders, the band members, the best of luck in the River Bayou area this season. Farm Bureau, real service, real people.
Welcome back to Up the River, Down the Bayou. Eric Richey here, and we continue on with the volleyball theme as the state tournament takes place this weekend at the Cajun Dome in Lafayette. A couple of area teams involved. Wow, so familiar, backyard rivals, and very much quality volleyball teams. We're talking about Division III, where Vandebilt and Edie White just recently removed from a tremendous regular season battle that went 5 sets, and Vandebilt won in that 5th set, something like 18-16. Well, guess who's going to match up in the quarterfinals to start things off on Thursday at the Cajun Dome? You guessed it, Edie White and Vandebilt. We spent some time at both teams' practice this week to preview the big matchup and spotlight these teams.
From the middle, what we doing? Double, double, double. Here we go. I'm inside, here we go. Woo! In my 2nd year here at Vandebilt, it's exciting. It's always exciting around this time. The weather has dropped a couple of degrees. That's how you know it's volleyball playoff time. So it's an exciting time to be in an excited atmosphere with a bunch of great athletes and coaches this time of year. Make sure that we're working on, when Neil swing from back row, or anybody swing from back row, that we're working on coverage. Make sure that we stay back, Emmy, okay? So that means you have to go inside, right there. We've been playing well. You know, we picked up some great wins against some great volleyball programs, Turlins Catholic, Pope John Paul, Southside, and then to get a really big win against STM. You know, not getting a win against Dominican, but playing an incredible match against them. I think, you know, any coach in America would say right now, this is a great time to be playing like that going into the state championship week.
We're all super, super excited. It's our 2nd year in a row going to the Cajun Dome for Lafayette. And so we're all just really excited since we had so much fun last year. I think that this year we're a lot more prepared because most of our team was there last year and they got to get the feeling of playing in the Dome. And I think the tension's a little less extreme than it was last year.
Yes, I like that. Go serve receive.
I think it's a really good feeling. Everybody's really excited and it's just it's amazing, honestly. It's definitely a lot of excitement, but you have that little bit of nerves, but I'm really excited and I think we can do big things here. Definitely last year we were nervous because it was our first time being there, all of us, and we didn't really know what to expect. But this year, I think we're gonna come in, we're still gonna have that little bit of nerves, but they're definitely gonna be more chilled than they were last year. And I think we're gonna be more comfortable with the place, knowing the court, the size of the court, and knowing just the dimensions of the place.
Oh, nice, good.
In this season, we've grown together a lot closer as a team, and with a new coach coming 2 years ago, it was adjustment for us, and last season was the year we made all those little adjustments, and this year it's where it all came together, and we all came together as one team.
So make sure you turn it, every single motion, turn. All options, Ava, here we go. Placement, 1, good. It only makes it sweeter, it makes it a little bit more fun. With Edie White again. You know, Edie White is in our diocese. We pride ourselves on our brotherly love. So it's a great matchup for the kids and for both communities, and it should be a great match. Go get it! Yes! Go to base, 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 base!
We're really pumped up. I mean, we played them regular season, it was a really good game, and we ended up coming out on top, and I think we could do it again. We just gotta take what we learned from all this season and this is where it all counts. It was a really close game last time. It was a really good game. And I feel just focusing on ourselves and our own, what's going on our side of the court is what's gonna lead us to a victory. I don't think too much of it. I think it's gonna be an amazing game, honestly. And I think that we're both very talented teams. We have very good players, and I think it'll be a great game.
Okay, ready, here we go.
I think the key is just gonna be everybody just coming together and doing their part on the team. I think it's just going to be a game of who wants it more because we're both 2 very talented teams.
If we play together as a team, I think that's most important, that all, not play as yourself, play together, play for the person next to you, and know that what you do can make an impact, even if you're on the bench or on the court.
Cover, cover, good, Shay, good cut.
We're all very close, we all become best friends, and so our team has a lot of chemistry this year. And I think that helped us work together on the court and like believe in ourselves, and that's led us to a lot more victories this year. I think the biggest thing is just trusting each other because we have all the pieces. It's just communicating and like knowing that your teammate's gonna get the ball or that your teammate's gonna put the ball away. Just trusting each other and letting it all work out.
Good, cut it back, here we go. Mo, inside, outside, Mo, outside. Yes! I like the line shot, rotate. I've said it since the beginning of the year in any article, any interview, that in order for us to be successful, we have to be in system. We have to do a good job of serve receiving. We have to do a good job of putting pressure on the opposing team with our serve. So as long as we can stay in system and we can get the ball to our hitters, we should be able to be one of the most successful teams in the state. And I'm hoping that that happens on Thursday, and we can make a run. Here we go. We got it down, ball. Here we go.
There you go. That's the way to move your feet. I need you to be open to her. That way, if it's coming over, you attack the net and find the ball. Talk, people, talk. I think we're excited and we're ready to go. Lots of excitement going on in the gym. I know we've been here before, but you know, every year is new, and we're just super thankful to be able to be there and you know, just ready to play one game at a time. Move, passers, move, passers. Passers, please move your feet. Please move your feet before the pass. You know, Edie White, we started off really slow, okay? We kind of have been having like a little roller coaster of a season. You could tell we were ranked in 15 earlier this season, but we're just starting to, you know, get to that peak at the right time. We ended up in sixth place, but I just think we're a little bit better than that. Not the way we've been playing before, but now we're starting to get better and better each game. So that's where you want to be, you know, for the playoffs. You need to be out and work your way in.
We are definitely so excited, and it's, you know, every year that since my freshman year, we've made it to state, so it's kind of like that exciting feeling, like this is the thing that we look forward to.
Yeah, this is definitely the most exciting time of the season. Like, we've been working so hard for the whole season just to get to this point. We know that nothing else that happened before these next 3 games matter anymore, and this is what we've been working for, and this is all that matters in our minds right now. This whole week we've been mentally preparing, and we're just so excited to go into it.
That's it.
I think just our consistency, like throughout hitting, serving, serve receive, like that's what's gonna carry us on and not let other teams go on runs. Like, it's everything we can do on our side to just stay consistent and do what we've been doing the rest of the year.
I am pumped. I'm ready to go win and hope to make it to the finals and win gold.
Good. Come on.
I'm definitely excited to play against Vandebilt because my former teammates are on that team. I know a lot of the girls, so it's just fun to just, you know, play against each other once in a while. Definitely, it's going to be loud, crazy in the Cajun Dome, so definitely just sticking together and just having each other's backs and really talking loud and having high energy.
Here we go, serve! It doesn't matter who's on the other side of the net. I mean, that's what we're going with. We should not be focused on them. We can't control what they do. We can only control what we do. So I've just been talking to them about playing with themselves and playing for each other and not even worrying about who's on the other side. Of course, yeah, we want to know who hits where, all those good things, but at the same time, we can't let our emotions get to us just because of the other team on the other side.
I'm the most excited for a game I've ever been because last time we played them, we lost in 5 sets. It was such a great game, but I know that we did not play to our full potential, and we are all out for blood this game and are so ready to play them and beat them and move on to semifinals.
If it's over the block, then you should be able to get it corner.
It's a good rivalry. We know what we need to do, and I think if we execute, we'll be fine.
We're going to have to play some good defense. Serve receive has been a little lackluster lately, so we've got to pick up our serve receive, and then we've got to play some defense behind it, just like we always do usually when, you know, when we get there. There you go. That's it, Lakeland.
Hi, Robert Adams of Fouche Parish Farm Bureau. On behalf of all our agents and staff, I want to wish all the area teams a successful season. Farm Bureau Insurance, real service, real people.
Since 2000, Bayou Granite has grown to be Southeast Louisiana's largest fabricator of stone countertops. From precise laser measurements to state-of-the-art water jet and CNC machines, we can handle your kitchen and bath needs as well as any commercial projects. Let our expert staff design and customize the right material for your home or business. Stop by our new state-of-the-art fabrication facility and showroom today at 9622 East Main Street or call us at 985-637-4911. And don't forget to like us on Facebook.
At South Louisiana Bank, we're great at banking, but we're great at a lot of other stuff too.
Is that a new rod and reel?
Hey, a girl's got a fish.
We care about the community we live in and the people we serve. We're not just like you. We are you.
Are you balling crawfish?
No, just letting them soak.
We're proud to be here and work for the place and the people we love. South Louisiana Bank. It's in the name.
Local, family-owned H. Worth Elevator Service is the name you should choose when it comes to your commercial or residential elevator needs. We offer elevator installation, repair, and maintenance services. Choose professional elevator contractors in Kenner, licensed and insured. 24/7 emergency services available, warranties available. Backed by over 4 generations of elevator mechanics. Call H. Worth Elevator Service for your elevator needs. Just about to wrap up another edition of Up the River, Down the Bayou. Before we get to our blast from the past, again, checking in on our area high school football teams from the Bayou and River areas that are involved in playoff action this week. It starts in Division I, non-select. You've got Thibodaux, a 28 seed. They're going to be on the road at number 5, Vandebilt. Terrebonne, a number 9 seed, been featured here in this show quite a bit. They take on Chalmette. H.L. Bourgeois, a 25 seed. They'll take on Hahnville, the number 8 seed, as we highlighted in our Farm Bureau Team of the Week. Destrehan also in action. They're the 10 seed. They'll be at home taking on Ouachita Parish. Keeping it on the select side, Division II, the number 2 seed overall is Lutcher. What a tremendous year for Coach Dwayne Jenkins and company. They'll take the winner of Pearl River and Cecilia. We hope to have that game on VSN this Friday night. And then the Division II game will be at home at Letcher, the second round game, I should say. Okay, Division III select, non-select, St. James, the Wildcats, the number 1 seed. They get a bye, and they'll take on the winner of the Baker-Donaldsonville game. Division IV, non-select, West St. John in the playoffs, number 10 seed. They'll take on Arcadia. All right, non-select and Division II. Wayne Stein's been on the show. It's a down year as far as wins and losses, but you do not want to take on the Comets in this playoff round. Trust me, that gets to go to Northside. They're the 21 seed playing at St. Charles, the 12 seed. Edie White, a 3 seed, receives a first-round bye, as does 6 seed Vandebilt. The final team in the area, Riverside Academy in Division IV non-select. They're the number 7 seed, so they receive a first-round bye. So that'll do it for this edition of the show. We want to thank Jesse Turner, the head coach of Covenant Christian, and wish him the best of luck this week in the playoffs. And for Justin Thomas, our director, I'm Eric Richey. So long, everyone. We leave you with the blast from the past, and we'll go playoff style on this one. Good night, everyone. Only year number 3 in the Bill Stubbs era, his Rebels were rolling, leading Carver 35-0 after 1 quarter of play. In the second, it's Herb McGee at quarterback. He finds Jared Butler, just a freshman wide receiver, but didn't look like a freshman here. That's a 28-yard touchdown. And after the extra point from the River Parish football scoring leader, Tyler Goche, Riverside led 42-0. Defensively, Riverside gets after it as well. Jake Venus had a couple of interceptions on the night. Here's one of them. It led to another Riverside touchdown. Jordan Loving back in the game. He had 3 touchdown passes. 2 of them went to Darren Cook. Nice play there. The 2 hook up for a 23-yard touchdown strike. It was 49-0 Riverside at the half. Third quarter, LeBeau Bridges, another freshman getting into the scoring column. He's going to take it himself 25 yards, and Riverside led 56-0. Closing out the scoring in style, it was a muffed punt, and Riverside blocks it right into the hands of Tanner Trish. The offensive lineman recovers and scores. 63-0 the final. Riverside closes out 10-0, and on the way, they're the District 8-2A champions. Let's go ahead and roll the highlights where it was East St. John looking good out of the gate. The opening possession, East St. John would get the ball backed up on a 3rd and 8. How about Xavier Lewis to UL-bound Jared Jackson? Mr. Jackson, tell us what that is. Yes, that's a first down. After a couple pass interference plays, later the two would hook up again. Lewis in the end zone. Look at Jackson make the catch. A 28-yard scoring strike. The extra point, though, was blocked. Brandon Scott got his hand on it. It was 6-0 East St. John. It's going to be Will Matthews finishing the deal. A 1-yard touchdown run. Destrehan on the board, and it's 14-7 East St. John going to the half. With Cohen Grenier now in at quarterback. Hands off to Will Matthews. Takes it in from 16 yards. And after Randy Harvey's extra point, we're all tied at 14. East St. John, ensuing drive. It's a 4th and 5. They're going to go for it, but the pass is picked off by Kendall Anderson. And Anderson, the first part of a huge second half for that young man. That led to another big touchdown, this time from Kirk Merritt. You didn't hear from him much in the first half. You heard from him plenty in the second. With this 84-yard touchdown, it gave Destrehan a lead they would not relinquish. East St. John was driving again, and again it's the Destrehan D stopping Anderson in the end zone. His second interception of the game, that would seal it. Let the celebration begin for a perfect 10-0 season for Destrehan, just the 4th time in school history, 28-14 over East St. John.
We just pulled it out. Our team have heart, and we came out in the second half. We knew what we had to do. We had it on our mind, and we got it done.
Man, I couldn't have did it without the help of my team. It hyped me up going into the halftime. You know, I just saw the ball, try to make a play, and, you know, I did it.
West St. John storming back onto the field at halftime of their game with White Castle, leading 22-6. A win for the Rams would secure the outright district title. Plays like this will help. Defensively, it's Anthony Lumar. He's the kicker, but here he makes the big play. That's a sack, a tone setter in the 3rd quarter. Bradley Bourne from a yard out, and West St. John in command, leading 29-6. Their next score, spectacular fashion. This time out of the Wildcat, it's Bourne again, spinning out of the tackle, and then would not go down. Perseverance into the end zone, and the Rams had scored again. Bourne puts them up 35-6. It's time for an outright district title. Gatorade bath time, but look at Coach Valdez block the Gatorade. He gets a little on him, but he'll take it. Even on a cold night like this, West St. John make it 6 straight wins, heading into the playoffs with the outright district title, beating White Castle 42-6. St. Charles looking to storm into the playoffs with 4 straight wins, hosting Grace King. Justin Luke picked up right where he left off in the last game. A 4-yard touchdown put the Comets up 7-0. Now it's time for the defense to step up, and that's what they do. Ian Mitchell tips it at the line, right into the hands of Jonathan Scaparo. That's the interception. It's a pick 6. Alumni like David Ratliff with the Pastelia says that one was served up on a platter. Frank Monica doesn't care. He just wanted the win. His Comets deliver. 41-0 the final. They'll earn the bye with an impressive 8-2 record despite a brutal schedule.